procrastinating on an assignment that was due in 2 hours. My eyes were bloodshot and my hands were shaking from all the coffee that I had drank in an attempt to stay awake. I had been working on this assignment for about 2 hours until I had typed the last period. The sun was about to come up as I was ready to head to school. I told myself I deserved a break, so I did what any teenager would do instead of actually catching a break. I logged on to Snapchat and caught up on my friends' stories. Story after story was the same as every day. Pictures of drinks from tap houses, selfies with dog photos, but one stood out from the rest. It was a blank screen with the caption entitled, "My heart goes out to Vegas." My sleep-deprived mind was slow, and I was confused on what I meant by that. That being said, I went to Google and I searched it all up. Thousands of articles was already written about the Jason Aldean concert that turned into the deadliest mass shooting in the United States. After reading those articles, I no longer felt tired. The only thing I was tired of was the current gun control laws that allow mass shootings like this to occur. What happens in Vegas surely doesn't stay in Vegas because fatal deaths with instances of firearms have happened in other places as well. Because ordinary citizens are allowed to be in possession of firearms, and tremendous loss of lives have occurred from mass shootings, homicides, suicides, and accidental deaths. The land of the free and home of the brave. This is a good description of our nation if some people have to live in fear of staying in a country that has the largest amount of gun owners than any other country. We are free to have a sense of reassurance that our mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, or kids are going to be safe in a nation that has more guns than people. We are brave because we live alongside people who can make us stare down the barrel of a gun. Not only do we have to worry about other people, but we have to worry about ourselves sometimes. With homicide being a close second to death by firearms, suicide is the leading cause. Although some may argue that there are other ways to attempt suicide, instances that have involved firearms have a success of 82.5%. According to Vox's opinion, suicidal thoughts can oftentimes be taken into action variables. That being said, these deaths can be prevented if gun control laws weren't granted so freely to any citizen. Alterations on gun control laws have already helped Israel and Australia. The United States could very well be in the same boat. We are capable of potentially saving some lives in the vast majority. We need the weapons to use our trade to handle the line between life and death. These are only a few ways that guns have helped our country. It's our responsibility to pull the trigger on safer gun control laws.
I can understand why people would want people to own a gun. It's a basic right and freedom that every citizen has. It was written by the founding fathers in the Second Amendment because even they understood that it was a way to preserve the right of citizens. Some people feel safe when they're carrying a firearm because that means that they can defend themselves when the time comes. Imagine if you were in a bank that was getting robbed and you had a firearm. You could stop the robber from 1, robbing the bank, and 2, hurting innocent citizens. Would you want to be in a position where, instead of being confident, you were scared that you wouldn't be able to live another day? Many people think that if you just enforce stricter gun control laws, it would lead to fewer deaths, but that's not the case at all. Even police officers that are certified cannot always be trusted with the use of guns. Even they mess up and misuse their firearms. The fact is that it's not really about making the law stricter because criminals will always find a way to get these firearms. It's like locking up the cookies in a cookie jar. Your kids will eventually find a way to get these cookies. In this case, the cookies are the guns and the cookie jar is the gun control laws. An example would be in Chicago, where they have very strict gun control laws. Gun violence has not decreased and it still remains a place with very high crime rates. We need to change the perspective in which to see this issue so that we can find a solution that will, in the end, protect many lives. Obviously, the people handling the guns are the ones we have to watch out for, and that's the way the cookie crumbles.
That's exactly why gun control should be more strict and law enforced to those who are certified. As we all know, guns are very powerful weapons that can be used for good reasons and possibly misused and put into the wrong hands. Many lives have been taken by not only law enforcers, but citizens. We can't control what people do, but we can control who has the right to carry firearms. For example, the Obama Push for Justice speech, Obama brings up the police shootings in Ferguson and New York, explaining how citizens are being mistreated and under the law as if they are different. He feels that many of the murders and suicides could have been prevented with just some common sense laws put in place. Fewer gun safety laws don't mean more freedom, they just mean more danger and more fallen officers. More Americans are terrified that their families could be next, and this is the last thing any family should. We not only need to be concerned with cutting down gun control to certify people because of how citizens are using guns, but did you know that the number one method of suicide with 313,600 deaths, with that being around 51% of suicide rates throughout the U.S.? Obama only mentioned that the number of Americans killed by guns and terrorists since 9/11 is roughly estimated to be around 400,000, but fewer than 100 have been murdered by terrorists in the U.S. This gives the impression that it's like losing an entire society's state population over the last decade. Obama gives us the breakdown into all the possibilities for there to be change. Here he's going more in depth of how there's and why there's a process to modify the law. Presenting to his law enforcers his support on not taking away guns only because it would be suggested that we are trying to wipe away gun rights and impose tyranny and martial law. While the study into guns will just lead to the conversation of firearms, which will then violate those rights to enforcement. Reminding back to whenever I was little, me being a little boy, not really understanding what was going on in life and what happened. Me having a realization of what actually happened that day has pondered in my mind for several years. So one day, my mom had received a phone call and suddenly started crying and screaming. I wondered what had happened, but I was so young and had no idea what was going on. As I grew older, I found out that day was the day my father had passed away. I found that out at the age of 7 or 8, which was the time we would usually be starting school. And at that time, I noticed all the other kids and all their privileges and what they had as to having 2 parents, while I just had one. At that time, I really didn't know what to do. I really didn't know how to handle myself. My mom put me in a kids' mental anger management program for a couple years, basically to help me with my feelings and how to handle my aggression towards certain things growing up in that home, to develop any issues to a child with losing a parent. As I got older, I met friends that were also in my situation. Life went on, and there were many challenges faced not having a father figure by my side or having anyone to support at like your football games or just in general. My uncle took a big step in my life and as a father figure, which really impacted me. All did go well, and I think I turned out as a good person, and I think the good side about it probably to make me into a stronger person and want to accomplish things. This is why I feel that guns should be more strict based on the offense of what
We all want to feel safe and secure while we are home and out and about. Stricter gun laws that only warrant the use of guns by trained military and police will do that for us. For those who feel like it's their right to bear arms due to the Constitution should realize and think about when the Constitution was written and the type of firearms that were used in that day. Mass shootings like the one that happened just a couple of weeks ago in Las Vegas are the product of poorly controlled access to firearms and the inability to therefore control what people can do once they have their hands on such guns. Firearms, as you can see, when placed in the wrong hands, can have a lot of collateral damage for those who may or may not own a gun themselves. The article entitled Comparing the Las Vegas Attack with Daily Gun Deaths in New York City compares the 58 deaths that happened in Las Vegas over the span of one day to the 58 deaths that happened in major cities around the nation in their respective time frames. The Las Vegas shooting took 58 lives in one day. 58 lives in other major cities were still taken over the span of days, weeks, or even months. Any and all deaths should be avoided, not just those that make the news cycle or are associated with the mass shooting. The article entitled Guns and the Soul of America suggests that the mass shootings directly impact and lead to looser gun laws. They found that in Republican states, a mass killing increased the amount of laws that loosen gun control by 75%. They also found that in 2000, 29% of Americans supported gun rights and 67% of Americans supported more gun control. But in 2016, the tables had turned, with 52% of Americans supporting more gun rights and 46% of Americans supporting more gun control. Basically, if you took away the ability for people to commit mass shootings, the looser gun control laws would have less of a chance of being enacted. Through strict gun laws, allowing only police officers and military officials to use firearms, this may be a possibility. Although guns have been a part of our history and are a right provided to us by the Constitution that we fight so hard to keep, we also have to keep in mind that not only when the Constitution and Second Amendment were written, but the problem that is at hand. If all we want to do is put our hands in our pockets and say, well, it's our constitutional right, then we are just ignoring. No, we are promoting further pointless and unnecessary deaths that could be avoided if those same people who love their guns so much would respect the right for others to live everywhere else. Considering how far weapons and firearms have come, I don't think any sane person would be happy with a random citizen having access to tools that can fire bullets rapidly and can kill people in a matter of seconds. All over the news, we hear of children shooting themselves because they mistakenly got access to a firearm or didn't know how to properly handle it, or kids shooting at schools using their fathers or mothers' guns as a choice of weapon. All of this could be prevented with limited use and access to such firearms, and our safety would still be ensured. We pay and trust policemen and women to protect us every day, so why not let them do their job? Even if people can use guns to protect themselves and others from criminals, in that situation, someone always dies. If the police are involved, the goal would be to disarm and arrest, not kill the first chance. Luckily for me and my father, police weren't needed. While attending TSU here in Texas, my father worked 3 jobs in order to pay his way to college. One of those jobs included working at a convenience store. On one occasion, my father was held at gunpoint and was forced to survive the situation without a gun. Did I wish he had one? Not necessarily. Had he had one, someone would have died that day. Of course, we know that through his speech, he lived, but this story is only one of many others that have the same motive. How did that criminal get his gun? Did he steal it? What would he want to do with it? Did he intend to kill with it? These are questions we'll never know the answer to. But the answer to the universal problem of wrongful use of firearms by unauthorized persons may lie within the proposal we lay out in this speech.